I probably spent, I probably covered for everyone too much. You know, I allowed myself to become the scapegoat for anything that the program didn't have in place or any lack of success that we didn't have, even if it were things that should have been in place for years. You know, and again, just to eliminate negativity. You know, again, that was the one thing that caught me off guard the most when I came back. You know, is the negativity associated with the fan base and the unhappy coaches and the unhappy people in the athletic department in regards to football. You know, so I took the high road. You know, 100% of the time. Never one time did I ever not take the high road in regards to the fan base, my predecessor, who I just simply respect and admire, the administration, no one you know, that I ever throw under the bus. I took the high road and probably, you know, to be quite honest with you, probably covered for everyone too much. I thought that I could just handle these things myself. You know, I probably should have gotten more help. I have a football leadership council, and it's something new. It's kind of the head coach's inner circle, and it's made up of former players here at Purdue, and a lot of guys that have played in maybe in the last 10 or 15 years. And I wish that maybe I would have done a better job organizing those guys and maybe leaning on them some to help me squeeze support. Because I didn't, at times when things got lean and I felt like I didn't have anyone to turn to, those should have been my guys. You know, so I wish that I would have maybe worked that part of it a little bit different. I wish I'd have taken some of the head football coach PR duties on my own, to be quite honest with you. You know, I don't think that the athletic department has had much of a plan from a PR standpoint. I really felt like we dropped off some when we got Tom Schott away from football. You know, I thought that, you know, him being a administrative, you know, communications you know, person, that he was the guy that should have stayed with football. You know, I think that basketball probably needs a little less PR help than football does here at Purdue. You know, but you know, looking back on it, I wish that maybe I would have done some more things on my own from a PR standpoint, even if it meant maybe planting my own mole on one of those websites, so I had someone at least out there that was defending the head coach. Because again, we have one of the most misinformed fan bases, and you know, you never underestimate the power of misinformed people in large groups. You know, and I knew that coming in, but I had my hands full. You know, and knew better, and should have done a better job. I'd like to, if I do it all over again, do a much better job developing leadership on my football team. I think that's the hardest thing right now in college football, is the development of your leaders. You know, young people have changed a lot. Their face-to-face interaction isn't the same as it used to be. You know, it's hard to get a guy to tweet a battle charge, if you will. You know, and I wish I'd have spent a lot more time maybe developing the leadership on our football team. I felt that we fell short at times leadership-wise. Not all the time, but at times, if you will. And then I really struggled to find the right balance in the training of our football team. You know, when I came here, you know, we were just infected with injuries. You know, so you're out there trying to hang your hat on toughness and, you know, and pushing them and you know, making them a tough, hard-nosed, you know, physical, disciplined football team. And then the bulk of my career here, a lot of our top players were injured. You know, and that's a tough decision. You know, when you're trying to decide whether you want to go out there today and make your football team tough, you know, and take a step in that direction, or are you going to go out there and make sure you don't get anybody hurt so you have your best players to play with. We're still not in a position at Purdue right now to beat the top teams in our league with our backups. You know, so I'd like to have maybe have had some opportunities to coach that balance a little bit better, if you will.